Hello, welcome children. Welcome back to Refresh Concepts with me Dinesh Modi. Let's proceed further. Children, now what we are going to do is, first of all, we are going to understand what is distance formula. What exactly distance formula is. At the same time, I'm going to make you understand how we derived the distance formula. What is the derivation of the distance formula? So let's understand first what distance formula is. Distance formula is nothing but x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Normally, you are just supposed to mug up the formula. You just need to know the formula, apply the coordinates, and you get the answer. As simple as that. Coordinate geometry, children, is very, very easy. Distance formula being part of it, it's very, very easy. So let's understand how this particular formula came. So say we are having, let me draw a graph. This is nothing but my x-axis and this is nothing but my y-axis. Children, tell me, what if I have a point on x-axis? What if I have a point on x-axis here? Say this is point A, say, for example. What shall be the coordinate of point A? The coordinate of point A is nothing but x1 comma 0. Now sir, why x1 comma 0? Because on x-axis y coordinate is 0. On x-axis y coordinate is 0. Now I have point B over here on x-axis itself. What is the answer then? The answer is, by this time many must have said, x2 comma 0. So if this is x1 0, this is x2 comma 0. On x-axis y coordinate is 0. Now if I were to measure what is the distance between A and B, what is the answer? Answer is x2 minus x1. Distance between A and B is given by x2 minus x1. Mind you, these are coordinates, right? x1 is a coordinate, x coordinate of point A, and x2 is the x coordinate of point B. So these are coordinates. And if I were to find out the distance between them, the answer is x2 minus x1. If very handful of students are still not understanding, sir, how, I'll give you one more simple illustration. Children, very simple illustration. Say for example, this particular point A on x-axis has coordinate 2 comma 0 and B is nothing but 5 comma 0. Now you tell me what is the distance between AB? But naturally people will say, sir, 5 minus 2. Right? That's what I have done. x2 minus x1. Isn't it? Right? So what did we learn in the last 15-20 seconds or say 30 seconds? That if two points were to lie on x-axis, the distance between them is always given by x2 minus x1. What did we learn via this graph? That if two points were to lie on x-axis, distance between them is always given by x2 minus x1. Let's take case number 2. What is case number 2 now? Now I shall say the case number 2 is nothing but I'm having this time points not lying on x-axis. This time I'm having points which are parallel to x-axis. So point A is out here, point B is here, and I'm having a line parallel to x-axis, mind you. I'm saying that I'm having line AB parallel to x-axis. Come on children, by this time you should tell me what should be the x coordinate or what are the coordinates of point A. Will this be x1, y1? This time it cannot be 0. Sir, it was 0 here because it was lying on x-axis. Here it cannot be 0. It has some kind of coordinate, y coordinate. What it will be here? Will it be x2, y1? It cannot be x2, y2. It cannot be x2, y2. Y coordinate for a line parallel to x-axis will be the same. You can just check it out. I'm just drawing a dotted line. So just check it out. My x coordinate is getting varied, differed, but my y coordinate still remains the same. So my y coordinate doesn't change. What changes is nothing but the x coordinate. x1, y1, x2, y2. Still if I want to find out the distance between AB, what shall it be? Again it is going to be x2 minus x1. Again it shall going to be x2 minus x1. Those who want to understand the way in which I made you all understand here, let me say point A has coordinate. Say point A has coordinate 2 comma 1. point B has coordinate 5 comma 1. Then what is distance AB? 5 minus 2. Answer is 3. 1 doesn't play any active role over there. Y coordinate doesn't play any active role. So what is the summary of the last 2 minutes? That if 2 points lie on x-axis or they lie parallel to x-axis, distance between them is given by x2 minus x1. Right, children? Right? What is the summary? I can say so. Up till now what we have studied, if the 2 points were to lie on x-axis or parallel to x-axis, distance between them is always given by x2 minus x1. Do I need to make you all understand more that what will be my next figure? By this time, there are many who must have figured it out. What is that figured? Sir, this time now you are going to take your points on y-axis. So if I were to take my points on y-axis, say this is A and say this is B, what is this going to be then? What is this going to be? 0 comma y1. On y-axis, this is y-axis mind you, on y-axis x coordinate is 0. And what is this going to be? 0 comma y2. Now, I did not tell you more. You must have understood if this is x2 minus x1, here this distance will nothing be other than y2 minus y1, right? Distance AB will be calculated as y2 minus y1. On the same lines, if I were to say, that this time my points are not lying on y-axis, this time my points are lying on x-axis. So let me say this is my point A, this is my point B. What shall be the coordinate? The coordinate shall be not 0 this time, x1 comma y1 and x1 comma y2. Right? You can check it out. x1 remains the same, y1 and y2 differs. Still if I were to say what is the distance between them, the distance between them is still y2 minus y1. Right, children? The distance between them is still y2 minus y1. So what is now the summary of 3-minute session? Summary is that if the 2 points were to lie on x-axis or parallel to x-axis, distance is always given by x2 minus x1. If the 2 points lie on y-axis or parallel to y-axis, distance is given by y2 minus y1. Question arises, sir, what if the points are not parallel to x-axis, neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to, that means the line so formed is neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis. That means an inclined line. So, but naturally, if this were to be my point A, since it's an inclined line, no coordinates will be the same as we had seen over here. So, will I have x1, y1? Will I have x2, y2? Am I right, children? Will I have this as x1, y1? And will I have this as x2, y2? Right? So, now if I were to find out the distance between A and B now, which is neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis, it's an inclined line. How we can do so? Can we draw and construct AM parallel to x-axis, BM parallel to y-axis? Can we construct AM parallel to x-axis, BM parallel to y-axis? The point of intersection is nothing but 90 degree. That is, measure angle BMA is nothing but 90 degree. I think so. You must have figured out. What am I going to do? I'm going to apply Pythagoras. But before that, if a line parallel to x-axis is there, the distance is given by x2 minus x1. If a line parallel to y-axis is there, the distance is given by y2 minus y1. So if I want distance AB, don't you think so? That Pythagoras is going to give me the answer very easily. So what is Pythagoras theorem over here? Distance AB is nothing but AB square is BM square plus AM square. BM square plus AM square. That is nothing but AB square. So what if I say over here, it is AB square is BM square. How much is BM square or AM square? First I'll take AM square. So will I say x2 minus x1 the whole square? So let me say over here AM square first. Let me say over here so that you get to know this is AM square and this is BM square. Right? So can I say x2 minus x1 the whole square plus what will I say over here? y2 minus y1 the whole square. y2 minus y1 the whole square. That is what is AB square. But I just want AB. So taking square root. Taking square root. What shall I get? AB is under root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is how we obtained our distance formulae. Kindly check, children. That is what we had written first. So distance formula is nothing but x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Right? One more thing I would like to tell you. Children, just tell me, if I were to write down, I'm writing with the different markers so that you should understand this. If I were to write down one more distance formula, say distance formula, can I say distance formula as x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square? Is it correct? This is what the distance formula is. DF stands for distance formula. Over here I have written x2 minus x1 the whole square. Here I have written x1 minus x2 the whole square. y2 minus y1 the whole square. Here I have written y1 minus y2 the whole square. Is it correct? Question to you is, I want you people to think, but I have to answer it right now. Answer is, they are absolutely correct. Now those who are wondering, how did sir say that they are correct? How can it be x2 minus x1 will be x1 minus x2 and y2 minus y1 will be y1 minus y2? Let me explain you again. In maths, children, in maths, a minus b, sorry, I'll just make you understand, a plus b and b plus a are the same. So I can say a plus b is equal to b plus a. But in maths, a minus b, b minus a are not equal. A plus b, b plus a is same, but a minus b, b minus a is not the same. So if they are not same, then how did you made it same, sir? Is what many must be thinking. No, still. So what math says, that if you want to write down a minus b, I repeat, listen to me very carefully. If you want to write down a minus b as b minus a, you just have to take a minus sign common. You have to take minus sign common. So I'll write down minus of b minus a. Open it. Minus b, minus of minus plus a minus b. Minus b, minus of minus plus a minus b. So what I'm going to do over here, our formula stated x2 minus x1, right? So I will say x2 minus x1 or I'll make you understand here itself. Here. x2 minus x1, can I write down the same as, let me say this is equivalent to x2 minus x1, can I write down this as the thing which I made you understand? A minus b can be written as b minus a, but by minus sign outside. So x2 minus x1 can be written as x1 minus x2. x2 minus x1 can be written as x1 minus x2, but with a minus sign outside. No problem. Likewise, y2 minus y1 can be written as y1 minus y2, but with a minus sign outside. No problem. Don't you think so? This square is applicable to negative also? This square is applicable to this negative also. Square of negative is always positive. So what ultimately I'll have? Under root of square of negative is positive. I'm left with x1 minus x2 the whole square plus y1 minus y2 the whole square. x1 minus x2 the whole square, y1 minus y2 the whole square. Right? So actual formula is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, but you can always write down this also. I hope my children have understood what exactly distance formula is and how we have derived it. Right?